What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And we have a Ricky the Dog sighting. Now, those of y'all that don't know, Ricky the Dog is someone who's been breaking news pretty much for the last 2 seasons. He comes in and out of the internet verse, and he drops bombs all over everyone to the point to where he's beating insiders by a couple of days at a time as it pertains to dropping actual news about what's about to happen. He has been very, very spot on all offseason long, probably like a 90% hit rate, if I'm being real. And he has peeked his head out of the ground one more time to let Cowboys fans know help is on the way. And not just by way of injured reserve and 21-day practice windows. Let's get right into it, as I'm sure a lot of you pessimistic-ass Cowboys fans, y'all need some damn good news in y'all life. Y'all disappointed. Shut your up. All right, let's jump right into this, man. Ricky at RickeyScoops, he says, boo, the Cowboys and 49ers are both expected to add defensive linemen before Tuesday's trade deadline. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, today is Thursday. We only have about 3 or 4 days remaining before the trade deadline has come and gone in the NFL, which means the Cowboys only have a few days remaining to actually make a move to help improve their defense. This defense has been absolutely trash, man. But we just got some good news right here, because, again, the last time that Ricky the Dog said the Cowboys had something coming was when he let us know that George Pickens was on the way. And then the beat reporters tried to deny it, and then hours later they said, never mind, it is happening, right? So RickeyScoops, I don't care what y'all say, he got a little bit of credibility with me, and I'm hoping that this is true. Only because, not that I think that adding a defensive lineman makes this defense a great defense or anything. I want them to eliminate the possibility of excuses. I do not think that when you have a 4-year plan to win a Super Bowl, this team is on a 4-year plan. I do not think that it's smart to waste 1.5 of those years with a defensive coordinator that is just not going to work. And I'm not saying that Matt Eberflus is 100% not going to work, but what he's shown thus far is it's not going to work. And what is going to happen if this Cowboys team just tells Demo and Savone, hey, don't worry about it, don't come back, take your time, just sit them out. I've seen fans say, sit injured guys out, let them sit out for the rest of the season, don't bring anyone back, don't make any trades, just leave everything as is and try to lose as many games as possible. We are on a 4-year plan. Now, while I don't think that making the playoffs means this team wins the Super Bowl or this team is equipped to make a deep playoff run, I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I do think there's a lot of value to be gained in eliminating the possibility of excuses for your defensive coordinator so you can properly evaluate him. And to do that, you need to give him NFL football players. Yes, we're going to get 5-6 guys back from injured reserve or from being injured that should help this defense, that should be able to play over the guys that's been out there, the practice squad guys that have been out there. Absolutely. But going out and making a supplementary move or two, and I'm not talking about spending first-round picks, especially if you're not getting back a Quinnen Williams. They said defensive line help. So if you're not getting back like a Quinnen Williams or a Max Crosby, a Trey Henry, if you're not getting one of those dudes back, you absolutely don't trade any first-round picks. But going out and spending some of those picks that you have not done a good job drafting with, a day 2 pick, I would not be against that at all as it pertains to just plugging some of these holes on this defense so that way you can see if the defense shows signs of improvement. Because if guys get healthy, so let's say that most of the team is back by after the bye week for that Las Vegas Raiders game, and most of the team is healthy, and you have the healthiest defensive squad you've had all season long. And then on top of that, you've gone out and you've added a player or two. Maybe you trade for a second-tier type of player, and then you sign a veteran. You sign a vested veteran that's just been out there waiting, a Gilmore or Kendricks or somebody like that, right? Let's say you make that move. What that does is now your defensive coordinator, the ball is back in his court. Your defensive coordinator has to show you that he's worth his salt. Your defensive coordinator has to show you that anyone can play in his scheme, that anyone can figure out what they need him to do, right? Your defensive coordinator has to show you that he can take advantage of talent when you do have the talent. Because right now, what you're set up for, and I know everybody is just under the impression that we're probably going to fire Matt Eberflus at the end of the season. I don't think that happens with how things currently are. I don't think that happens if Jerry doesn't actually go out and make a conscious effort to replace that which he took away, which was Micah Parsons, which was that flash in the pan that you get every now and then with Micah on that field. He took that away. You have to at least replace that. You have to at least replace not him as a player, but you have to replace the tools that you took away from Eberflus to make this thing work, right? So that's my biggest thing about not just milling this season, Nick. I don't think that you can waste a year and a half out of a 4-year plan of winning a Super Bowl. And really it'd be more than a year and a half because you get rid of Eberflus. Now you got to give time for the new DC to be able to get his scheme together and whatnot, right? So no. And on top of that, I think Eberflus is going to be here regardless. I don't think they're firing him after one season, yo. I don't think they're firing him after one season, especially if even if the defense is trash like it has been and they don't add anything to it and guys don't come back and it's just what it is. They're going to say he didn't have enough talent. He didn't have enough help. It was hard. Guys were in and out the lineup. They're going to give him all the excuses he needs to stay here. No, sir. No, sir. Give Matt Eberflus the tools he needs so we can see if he's the guy that has to lead that defense during this Brian Schottenheimer era or not. That's what we need to see. We don't have time to sit on our hands because if we do, it's going to bite us in the ass. I promise you, y'all. So, yes, I want to see the Cowboys make this trade. I want to see the Cowboys go out and get someone that's going to help them make an impact immediately, bro. And I think that defensive lineman is one of the easier spots to trade for, especially when you're in the middle of the season because there's less for these guys to know as it pertains to playbook-wise and responsibility-wise, right? There's less for defensive linemen to have to cue in on and have to understand, have to know. They can really just go out there for the most part, know their assignment and just play. So I want to see the Cowboys make this move. Like I said, a Quinnen Williams, I think that would be very interesting. His name has popped back up in New York Jets land. Jets are willing to listen to offers for Quinnen Williams, according to Jordan Schultz. So that should be a very, very interesting option right there. If I were the Cowboys, I'm absolutely making that call. The Aaron White-Cotton connection. Quinnen Williams, he kind of helps a position of need for the Cowboys, kind of helping that defensive line out. And I think with Clark and Quinnen and Osa and some of these guys, you can move these guys around and have them playing off the edge. You can use some exotic looks and have them playing in different positions. And have a big back lineup out there to really lock down that run game and make things easier. Easy for the linebackers, right? So Quinnen Williams would be a very interesting option. And there's a couple of other guys that I would really like to see. But I'm gonna hold off on the whole, projecting and trying to tell you guys who it's gonna be. And I'm not gonna do that, right? I just kind of want to play this by ear, see if anything is really going to start to happen. And just kind of let y'all know that these talks are out there. We do have people out there letting us know that, hey man, the Cowboys, they're trying to figure something out. Now we as fans, we got to sit back and see what that figure something out is. And something else we as fans got to stop freaking doing, bro. Every time another team does something, why must we take that as an opportunity to punch down our own team? And I get it. I don't care if y'all are talking about Jerry. I don't care if y'all are trying to direct your anger towards Jerry. Do y'all realize every time y'all talk crazy about the Joneses, you're talking crazy about the Cowboys? And it looks crazy to me because somebody literally said that organization is about winning. The Jones gang is about headlines. Y'all know who that organization is? It's the Detroit Lions. It's the Detroit Lions after Clarence messy-ass Agent of Chaos Hill tweeted out, Hutch got $45 million without any drama. The Detroit Lions. People are ignoring reality, twisting reality, threading storylines to fit whatever narrative they want to fit, bro. The Detroit Lions have never won a damn thing. And now Cowboys fans are, we need to run our organization like the Detroit Lions. Y'all, it's gotten ridiculous. It really has. There needs to be a new rule. If you're not currently winning Super Bowls, so if you're not an Eagles fan or a Chiefs fan, man, you got to shut your bitch ass up as it pertains to talking crazy about the Cowboys. Real talk. Because anybody else other than that, If you're not a Steelers fan or a Patriots fan, anybody else other than that, y'all don't even have the resume to step in the same room as the Cowboys and talk crazy about us as an organization, bro. And I hate that we have so many fans that go out of their way to pile on the Cowboys. They do it on behalf of every other team, bro, but call themselves Cowboys fans, and it's so annoying to see. And then people start getting this dumbass idea, oh, you're a Jones. I don't give a damn. I don't know how many times I can tell you I don't care about Jerry. I don't care whether y'all like Jerry or not. I'm tired of talking about Jerry. I don't understand how y'all don't understand that correlation, that connect. I don't care about Jerry. I'm tired of making any and everything about Jerry even when it's not, even it has nothing to do with Jerry. I'm tired of talking about the dude, bro. We've made the Cowboys about Jerry Jones with how much we talk about him as a fan base, as media members. We've done that more than Jerry has done it. Jerry can go out there and talk in front of cameras and do all that goofy shit, but guess what? We are the ones giving him the most power out of anyone because we are the ones that make every conversation about Jerry Jones. The only way you take away Jerry's power now is you stop talking about him. If you stop talking about him, maybe that'll make Jerry be like, damn, I want the spotlight so bad he actually does something that's spotlight worthy. Y'all not hip to the game at all, bro. Y'all just so damn closed-minded and so pea-brained that if someone has a dissenting argument from you, and I don't want to hear that, oh, you do to say, shut up, bitch, it's my platform, I'm going to block you. I don't want to hear your opinion. I'm not here to hear your opinion. You came to my channel to hear my opinion, so yeah, I'm going to block you on this platform because I ain't got to hear that shit. In real life, I don't care. I'll listen to someone else's opinion, whatever it may be. On my platforms, I ain't got to hear that, and I ain't about to spend time on my day reading y'all dumb shit. I'm going to block you, bro. I'm sorry. But all seriousness, bro, stop talking about Jerry. Can we stop finding reasons to talk about Jerry? Stop seeking articles out that Jerry said something in so you can talk about Jerry. Stop going to the Wall Street Journal when he's talking about his other business endeavors and looking for reasons to talk about Jerry. Like, stop talking. Stop talking. Unless he's making a move for our team. That's all it is, bro. I don't care, bro. And it's crazy to me that these dumbasses out here really have convinced themselves that because I refuse to blame everything on Jerry, I'm for Jerry. No, fool. I'm a grown-ass man that's objective, that sees reality. That's the easy route. It's the easy route for me to get up here, turn a video on, and blame everything on Jerry every single time. That's the easy route. That's the lazy route, honestly. As a creator, as a media presence, that's the laziest way to go about doing this thing. Is to get up here and just grab the lowest hanging fruit. And by the way, it's not easy to get up here and still openly and happily be a Cowboys fan even when we're losing, bro. It's not easy to do that. It would be a lot easier for me to just take everyone else's route of action and, oh, yeah, the Cowboys suck, and just start punching down on my team. It would be a lot easier for me to do that, but I'm not going to do that, bro, because I'm a Cowboys fan. And like I said, I don't watch football to see the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. I watch football because I love football, and I love Dallas Cowboys football. And if we win a Super Bowl, that's a byproduct of me loving and watching Dallas Cowboys football. That's not a condition for me to watch Dallas Cowboys football. That's what some of y'all need to have that conversation with yourselves, because if it's a condition, then you're not really a fan, bro. You're a fan of championships. You're a fan of winning championships. You're not a fan of a team. Let's just keep it a buck. And if that's the case, you need to go ride a bandwagon, bro. Like some of y'all probably do. Y'all probably come up with BS reasons every year to root for certain teams and act like that's just low-key your team. Oh, boy, y'all.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.